I don't even know how to ask this, but I saw that.
Ask what?
I saw that you posted something on our show's Facebook page, and
What?
it looked like it was a picture from a camping trip where you had, you were building your fire. It looked like maybe you had some ferro rods. You were kind of getting it ready for the evening. I don't know if you were getting ready to cook dinner or what. And I was like, wow, maybe he's taking a weekend trip to the woods, kind of reminisce, find himself, figure out why we took his name off the show. I don't know. But then when I started peeling back the layers, dissecting this picture a little bit, I noticed your fire building has evolved quite drastically.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you remember back in probably season 2, season 1-ish, we talked about different fire types and teepees and log cabins and blah, blah, blah. I have never seen, until this moment, a fire being built with Oreo cookies.
Whoa. What are you talking about? I've never built a fire with Oreo cookies.
Yeah, just because you ate them
and
doesn't
sure
mean it
as
doesn't
heck
exist.
didn't. Okay, wait a minute. But I sure as heck didn't post anything. I haven't posted anything. Don't you remember? We hired a new guy to do all of our posts.
Yeah, the social media intern.
For the social media. Yeah. Hang on. Let me see what you're talking about.
Pull it up.
Okay. Well,
we might have to talk to him about this.
Who took that picture?
It looks like there's about as many Oreo cookies in that picture as you have ferro rods.
You know what let's not talk about that. It's definitely more ferro rods than Oreos in that picture. I think somebody was trying to set a trap for me to maybe fix their fire that they let burn out. If you can tell in the background, there's already a fire back there with some coals.
Well, if you look closely, it looks like there's coals in this fire, but there's just Oreo cookies as well. They're just underneath the tinder.
Yeah. No, yeah. That looks like a JT trap. That's what that looks like. That's terrible. Who is that guy? No one will know. Actually, you know what? Come to find out, I know those trees. I know exactly where he's at. I gotta go, bud. We'll talk to you later.
But get ready, because you're listening to two nobodies talk about nothing on the #1 podcast in their hearts, The JT and Drew Show.
Ooh, I'm loving that. Tell you what, girl. You gotta save the turtles, man.
Yeah, baby.
I'm quick, you weak. Consider yourself fired. Thanks for nothing.
Hey, bud. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Man, see, I'm a cool white guy.
Meh. See. Wow, a cool white guy, huh? What are we, back in the days of Jackie Chan? Or Robbie Chanderson? That baseball player?
Yeah.
Ronald
Yeah.
Weasley, son?
Ma.
Mr. Miyagi out in third field on base right.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, I sportsed once. I know what I'm talking about.
I watched the football game and hit the home runs.
But what if I can't catch it, Daddy? Well, son, according to the Sandlot, you just close your eyes, stick your glove
Open
up.
your glove.
Yep, and the ball will come to you.
I was going to say my first date was with Sister Mary, but I don't think people believe that I'm Catholic, so.
Mary Catherine Gallagher from SNL. Sometimes when I get nervous,
I put my hands in my armpits and I take them out and I smell them.
Superstar.
Yes. Yep. We used to do
when
that.
It was funny and it was actual comedy. It wasn't just political commentary.
Yeah. Well, I used to do that at school, just because
Stick
it
your
was
hands in your
funny.
armpits and smell them.
No, just reenact it. You know.
Oh,
like-
SNL.
yeah.
Yeah, the Spartan cheerleaders with Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah, that one was good. It was one of the
UGL.
Will Ferrell ones that I liked.
Yeah. Yep. It's not the same anymore. They'd be canceled quick, fast, and in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Those two news guys that are on SNL right now that make them,
Bro.
they have to read the cards.
That one that you sent me earlier today, for the sake of the show and us continuing on, I won't replay it. However, oh my goodness.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the Martin Luther King one. Or-
Can neither deny, but I will confirm that.
Yeah, they get bad. They get cringy, and you're like, ooh, God. And they know it's cringy because they're like,
Well,
no,
you get
why?
like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I
I
do.
just go, oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I
Remember that for my
definitely.
next party trick.
Good.
public. Like, ooh, I should do that in public.
Yeah, you do, don't you? You're like, ooh, that's
sure
a really
do.
good idea. I should probably go and do that to JT in front of other non-white people and see how cringe she gets.
Hey, non-white people, you want to see JT squirm? What's a JT squirm? Watch this. Ooh. Dang it, Drew. Stop.
You're hurting someone's feelings. You shouldn't do that.
I can't take it. You haven't used my pronouns.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. It's not in
Oh,
public.
so in today's roundup, we introduced somebody, right? A new person to the workplace.
Yeah.
And one of the questions asked of him was, pick who you think is the crap, I don't remember the exact wording, but basically pick a cereal box mascot that you think you could beat and why. Like you could beat
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So this guy, without thinking too hard, goes, oh, Bruce Jenner. And everybody's kind of like crickets and some like, ha, 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 ha. And they're like, okay, but the second part, why? He goes, look, because he doesn't exist anymore, right?
Did that
So
get
this
some
dude was
chuckles?
quick on his feet.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was real good. It's like, gosh, I would have never thought of that. I would have been like, oh, the leprechaun, because he's small. But
No, you would have said, no, the leprechaun, because I'm Mexican and he's white, and I'll just make him cringe. In fact, I know the leprechaun. We do a podcast together. Hearts, stars, and horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons.
oh, throughout my back.
Yeah, don't think on it too hard.
Crazy leprechaun tricks are for rabbits. Anyway.
So I
Did I
brought
wake
you
you?
here today. No, I brought you here today for a reason, and then we have to get to the
Oh.
reason. Yeah, I know.
Yes, please enlighten us. What is the reason?
The reason,
you
I don't
brought us
know
here.
if you've heard it. Yeah. Okay, hush. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You're like,
no, I'm trying to figure out why you brought me here. No, if you waft the air, it goes away quicker.
yeah, no. Everyone
Speaking
likes
of,
their
I
own
saw a
brand.
video. I saw a video that said something like, only guys would do this. And this guy has an air purifier. It's like a portable air purifier. Kind of looks like the size of an old GameCube or something.
Yeah, and he farts in it.
He farts in it,
Yeah, of course.
and then he smells the top where it's supposed to send out the purified air.
Uh-huh.
And
And he
he
coughs.
takes a big whiff, and he looks at the camera, and he goes, it works! So then I thought, hey, we should do that for the show.
No.
Let's try it.
No.
I'll fart in it. You see if the air comes out purified. I mean, it's a risk I'm willing to take.
You would do that if I had an oxygen mask and I had to wear the thing on my
Yeah,
nose.
but I would ask you a question first, so you would talk, and then after you're like, oh, I can't breathe, I'd be like, hey, you're talking. And don't try to tell me you can't breathe now.
And then I'll pass out and wind up in the back of an ambulance again. And then what? And then what?
Well,
You're
then I'll
gonna
just
feel
wait till
bad?
we're already at the hospital, and then I'll. Hey, nurse, which one of these goes to his lungs? Say, perhaps the oxygen was on. Would he be able to taste it? Or he could just smell it? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Just asking for a friend who's in nursing school.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if I was in the hospital, laid up on my deathbed, you would still bring the recording and stuff and go, "Hey, one more for the show."
I would do that, and you'd be like, I'm just going to die. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, here we go. Go up with the excuses again. You just want to die.
Here's the
Can't
drama.
even sacrifice for the show. Well, JT was selfish up to his last moment. Now it's two people. One I never got my no label CD from, and well, JT never did the last episode with me. It's like my mama told me when I was young. She said, Drew, sit beside me, my only son. And then my daddy said,
Be a simple man.
so what did you bring us here for today?
You always cut out the last part. You're always supposed to get mad at me and go, "You ruin it every time."
Yeah, you do. Why
Yeah,
do you
but
keep
you don't
ruining
say
it
that.
every
Hey.
time?
You don't say that.
Is it too late?
Yeah.
I'll do
It's like
I'll
5
do it
minutes
again in a
later.
little bit when you least expect it.
Okay.
It'll sound like I'm interrupting you, but I'm just doing the bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Got you.
Yeah. So I am here. I'm here. Hey, man, this is really important.
Yeah, go. I'm zipping my lips. Here we go. Throwing away the key.
Yeah. Okay. No, I need you to talk. So unzip it. But on 30 May, which was last Thursday, right? Yep. Last Thursday.
Yeah.
The verdict came out for Trump saying that he was guilty on 34 counts.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got to talk about it.
felon.
Yeah. Oh. Lawbreaker.
What I found very interesting about that, before we dive too deep into it, is the headlines. A lot of the headlines only gave pieces, breadcrumbs, right? Like, guilty on 34 counts. Okay, like on what? Because you guys were trying to go after him for a million different things, whatever would stick. What is he guilty of? And then you read the article and you're like, oh, like,
Really?
seriously?
Yeah.
But I think they really showed their hand by doing this. It'll be interesting to see what comes of it.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. And this, so there's 3 trials that are out there right now. So he's found guilty on this first one, and this one is just for hush money, right?
Yeah.
So he's got 2 more, and I'll do some more research because all this was just like quick, just a quick Google search. Hey, I don't even think I was searching for it. It was just in my news feed, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." And like you said, all of the headlines were like, "Oh, he's guilty. Oh, now he's gonna go to jail," and that, and that. And I'm like,
well, and when you peel back the layers, they're trying to get him, or they got him, or however they want to label it, on like business charges. So like during his campaign back in 2016, he didn't correctly label or file his money, the way that it was. So it looks like it was paid out as hush money to keep this person quiet and blah, 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 just because the books weren't kept accurately. So $130,000 of it. So we're going to come after him, throw the book at him, and, we want to put him away for 18 years. Like, what can we do to make sure this guy doesn't run?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, according to the Constitution, it doesn't say, hey, you're a convicted felon, you cannot run for president of the United States.
Right. No, it does not say that.
So, I mean, they can try to smear campaign like they've talked about in the past and do all the things leading up to the election to try to make him sound really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
But,
we'll just go back to what
I have a
Nancy
feeling-
Pelosi was saying.
Yeah, exactly. But I have a feeling it may not work out the way they think it's going to, or the way that they want it to. So we'll
Right.
see how it all unfolds. But
Yeah, so but like you were trying to dive into, like, what does that mean? What is it? He's found guilty, so obviously now he's a criminal, right?
yeah, felon.
Yeah. So what is that? Is he going to do jail time? If he does jail time, he's a prior president. He cannot be in a facility with a bunch of hooligans or whatever you want to call them. And so they're going to have to clear out whatever cell block or whatever he's on of anybody. Secret Service is going to have to go in there. If you have not listened to, who was that? Not Joe Rogan. Who was the guy?
Oh, yes, Bongino.
Bongino. Because Bongino was prior Secret Service.
Yeah.
And he did president details. And he knows how everything operates. And he has said this was, like a year ago? When all this was starting to come out and get real popular. And he was like, look, even if they convict him and Trump has to go to jail, he cannot go to a jail where there are other criminals. They have to completely remove everybody from that whole cell block. He can have he can't have any contact with any of the other criminals. He can't have anything. He's got to have a special lunch time.
Well,
It's got to be
they
special
already
meals.
do that with like celebrities and high-profile people.
Yeah,
so it's
they
not
do.
like, oh, they just want to give him the special treatment. No, they already do this. You think, what's his name, Bezos or Al Gore or whoever the crap millionaire gets charged on embezzlement and they say, hey, you need to go do 5 years in prison. You think they're throwing them in the county jail or the state prison? No, they're not. So this leads me to my next point.
Okay.
All of this smoke screen, hey, we've talked about this in the past, look over here, oh, convicted felon, and oh, orange man, bad, hate orange man.
I know where you're going. Yes. Look, here's the headlines. Look.
Yeah.
What have we always said?
Distraction.
What's happening in the background, right? What's
Yep.
going on?
What
And
is
so
going on?
So I've caught on to your little thing like, ooh, I think it's a distraction. What else could it be? What else could go on?
Yeah.
I found that the same day that they found Trump guilty,
Yeah.
Biden and his team went ahead and greenlit the Ukrainians to use U.S. long-range missiles to attack Russia on Russia soil where they were being attacked from. So, like, if they're being bombed, say, 500 miles in Russia territory by the equivalent of a B-1 bomber that they have. I don't know the name of that bomber, but someone that looks exactly like it. Say that's 500 miles from the Ukrainian front line. They can go ahead and shoot a rocket up, go 500 miles in, bomb it, or, hit the target.
Yeah.
And then NATO's like, yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine. 100% okay.
Well,
Yeah.
and this gets very, very blurry, right? Blurs the lines because now you have, even though it's not necessarily a U.S. citizen troop over there pulling the trigger, pushing the button, whatever, they're using weapons that we have supplied them
Yep.
that they wouldn't otherwise have to do these attacks. And Russia's already stated, hey, we will acknowledge this as an act of aggression.
Sure will. And if we find any NATO troops in Ukraine, we're going to target them first. They're going to be priority. And
Yep.
France has already confirmed that there is 1,000 French legionnaires in.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're there, and they confirmed it. They're like, yeah, they're just chilling right there.
yeah.
So, funny enough.
But the
Funny
Orange Man
enough-
was supposed to start World War III.
Oh yeah. No, but okay. So that's one thing. Then you went out and you found what?
Yeah, so I was listening and heard that Hunter Biden is getting ready for his trial. They're talking about the 3 different, well, I guess it's really one firearm. But if you remember, he had gone to purchase a firearm. He lied on the form saying that he doesn't use drugs or hadn't used drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he disposed of it illegally, threw it in a trash can. Like, it was nothing. And he wasn't even supposed to be able to possess a gun.
Yeah.
So his trial, his dad, Joe, I don't know if it's his attorneys or what, but basically they're trying to tell Joe, do not get involved with this trial. Don't talk to your son. Don't keep yourself away from it as much as possible.
Well, he has to. He's a politician in the light of the American eye. And he's currently the president of the United States. That's great advice.
Yeah. So his trial is set to begin this past Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. Apparently they have some witnesses that are supposed to testify and whatnot. He's already come out and, confessed in person, like with police interviews and in one of the books that he wrote, talking about his drug use and the cocaine and the wild this and that and like all these illegal activities. So it'll be interesting because we've talked about this in the past, rules for thee, not for me. What are these elites? Because that's what they are, right? They're running the country. They're at the top. They can pretty much do whatever they want and get away with it. Whereas if you or I did the exact same thing, we would be facing prison time or we'd be shot up or something.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably gonna get here's probation and $30,000 fine. Don't do it again.
Yeah, don't do it again. And you have to stay home for 6 months.
Yeah. Well, if you do it again, we're gonna have to. I mean, it's gonna get worse, but just don't do that again. So here's this punishment now. You and me or any other Joe that's on the street would never get that.
Nope.
I don't care what color your skin is.
Nope.
So you're doing
And
blow.
They are freaking white. That's the other thing I don't understand, and we've talked about it a million times, so I don't want to go rabbit holing, but the country is racist and the system, all the systems are racist and da 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 da. But the guy leading it is white.
Oh yeah, come on. We've all heard that one now. I think we're all done with that crap.
And he's the same one that's saying it's racist. But it's not him, it's just everybody else.
Well, yeah, but that's what they're all going to say. I mean, if you look at it, the liberals, right, the people on the left, the far left, are white, and they're telling other white people that you're racist. You're the problem, not me. I'm not the problem. I'm enlightened.
Yeah, you didn't use their pronouns. I didn't either, but that rule doesn't apply to me.
Yeah.
So,
it's like
anyway.
It's like if somebody came up to you and said, you're an idiot. I'm not because I'm educated, but you are. Because you don't have any education.
I thought about going and becoming a doctor.
Yeah.
Which already makes me far superior than you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that you have the capacity, the mental capacity to have those thoughts.
You're right. I don't. I don't see a point. But because I don't.
Probably because your hands are full, so you don't have time. Like, when you're juggling knives and figuring out whose back you're going to stick them in next, things like that.
Oh,
anyway.
No, I'm just, carrying this wheelbarrow around because no one else is willing to hold this junk.
I prefer to call it my trunk, but whatever. So speaking of junk in the trunk and distractions.
Yeah.
Recently, the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower was hit out there in the Red Sea. And the Houthis have claimed responsibility for it.
Really?
Yep. They're saying, you know what? This was in response to the U.S. and the UK getting involved in helping out Israel and attacking us. So, yeah, we attacked one of your aircraft carriers or your ships, whatever.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah, as far as I know. But
so you
again,
know the
stuff that's happening in the background, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Because I didn't see that all over the headlines, but I sure as crap saw, oh, Trump guilty, Trump guilty, Trump guilty.
yeah. Well, there's a content creator who's in the military. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called Mandatory Fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Army.
Yeah.
Prior enlisted. Now as an officer kind of guy. He does the videos where he does the different flags on his foreheads and he portrays the other countries.
Uh-huh.
And every time, since I've seen this, every time I hear about the U.S. and its ships, navies and stuff, the U.S., I always go, don't touch my boats! Because, so now what are we going to do? Because the Houthis has touched our boats. We should ask Mandatory Fun. That's who we should need to ask.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll post a comment on his thing and say, "Hey, I'm Drew from the JT and Drew show. I'm gay. Can you answer my question?"
Well, naturally, he's going to answer if you say it that way. Hey, I'm JT. I'd talk to you, but I got to finish this Oreo first.
I'm Drew. I'm got a new job. Weirdo.
Finish those Oreos like a good little boy.
Drink your milk. Baby needs strong bones.
Told you I'm big boned, okay? Get over it.
So the Houthis touched our boats.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden's having a trial.
Zelensky's been given the green light. Go
Yeah.
ahead, use our
France.
weapons. Use I think someone else gave him permission to use the F-16s they donated.
Poland, I think.
Yeah.
Poland might have given him. Everybody's giving Ukraine a little bit of everything. So, yeah. So, and then, of course, France has special forces in Ukraine right now that no one knows about, blah, blah, blah. Guess who is flipping out about all of the stuff happening in the background? And if you don't watch these channels or podcasts or whatever, then I salute you because I can't get enough of them. All the prepper channels are flipping out right now.
Yeah.
About what is happening in the background, to the point where they're saying, oh, come June, Putin's going to launch a nuke. Okay, now hold on. Now wait a minute. Wait, I see you rolling your eyes, and I can hear the audience laughing in their car. Okay, wait, hold on. They have credible sources. Okay, I'm just saying. They've been wrong about a lot. They've been right about some.
If they start, and this is kind of what got me off of a lot of the preppers, not all of them, but a lot of them, was when something would kind of start to be happening, right? Like, it's like, oh, okay, hey, maybe this is going to go somewhere. Oh, this is exactly like I said. If you remember, I said it here first. 6 months ago, I've been talking about this, and I said, what did I say? I said this was going to happen.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to listen to me.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens. It's like,
Yeah.
so...
No. Something would happen, and they talk. But who does that sound like?
Alex Jones?
No, it sounds like me.
Okay, Google.
Yeah, nobody listens to me. Oh no, JT here, just knowing everything, but nobody flipping
I
asks
guess I don't
me.
know anything. I don't have any experience. You know, I took a history class once for 6 years. I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not educated. I'm just an idiot.
100%.
What was your BMT squadron again?
Doesn't
Look
matter.
at me. I'm a gay knight.
Ooh, right there, Google.
And what were you, a bulldog?
Hell yeah, brother. We got bulldogs.
I'm the gay one in the pack.
But I'm still a bulldog.
That squadron even exist anymore?
Yes.
Oh, mine doesn't.
It's the only one that exists.
Out of the original?
It's the number one squadron in my heart.
The JT and Drew Show. Oh, I got him. I got him.
We interrupt the show to bring you.
Did you just share yourself? Okay. Whatever. Well, that was it, but I wanted to bring you on. I wanted to let the listeners know, hey, this is what happened. Here's our thoughts, which I don't think we really said anything. I hope you had a good laugh, though. As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JTDrewShow.